morning. Thank you for coming in today, for your willingness. Those of you that took a special trip here today, I want to thank you. This is important, and you're doing good work for my research and for the community as a whole. My babysitter called in sick this morning. I want you to know I apologize for the extra party here this morning. We've talked about this in school, and it just seems to be a problem ongoing, the whole showing your butt. It starts early, doesn't it? So, to begin, what we're going to do is evaluate different aspects of your personality and take a test, so to speak, but it's not the kind of test that you need to worry about failing or passing or studying for, because you've already studied in your life in just being yourself. That's all the criteria that is required, and there is no failing. So set that worry aside, along with any loud phones, sticky foods and candies, and sugary sodas, because I'm not a fan of that stuff on my carpet. Thank you. Yes, if you need to keep it up here with me, you can, and I will certainly return it unsnacked to you where it rightfully belongs. Yes. How many of you have been administered or have taken or undergone? Am I really that boring? Have taken a personality test or a psychological mental status examination, even an IQ test, maybe something that just, if you did a Gallup poll or something like that. Some of you. Do you feel that it was insightful to you in terms of how your personality is shaped, and did it give you any new, surprising little bits of information about yourself that you weren't aware of in the past? Or was it just kind of like, yeah, I know I'm a sensitive one. Oh yeah, I know I get mad easily. Oh yeah, I'm always the picker-upper or the fixer-upper. I wall my feelings in. Some people are really in tune. They really are. So they don't always find surprising things in these tests, but oftentimes it's the people that they are interacting with that need some kind of extra validation or confirmation that the things that might irritate them or be seen in their eyes as lacking in some characteristic, what in fact it is simply a difference in development of certain personality traits that we innately gravitate or habitually gravitate towards. This is not the most intensive questionnaire that has ever been administered for personality evaluations. Those can, excuse me, those can be quite in-depth and take a great length in time. So out of respect for your day and your energy level, seeing as it's a Monday, I wanted to make sure we just dove into this on a reasonable level, and we'll see how this ground goes. I will be scoring these today. I'll review your answers. I'll tally up the responses, and then I will compare those with the data that we have collected over the last 3 decades now, using this particular personality test, which is kind of a shame that it's named that, because it really doesn't do the intent or the whole scope of this test justice to simply call it a personality test. It kind of sounds like something you would do for, I don't know, Tinder dates or Match.com dates, or like a game show. I mean, game shows. Yeah, so it's not that. This is not a game show, and I am not Bob Barker or any of the Trebek people, or whoever else does that kind of thing. I think there's like a Sammy something, or he was like a comedian. He's kind of short. I'm just getting distracted. Excuse me. I'll think of him in a minute. There was Vanna White. Oh, anyway. Why does that ring a bell to me so like that? Oh, so, nope, that's not it. Anyway, back to my point, and that was, yay, you're here. Grateful to you. And to thank you for that, I will be signing my own little homemade CDs, where I have my new debut doing spoken word beatnik poetry, and also then a secondary bonus track where I do my breakup letter to myself. And that's like kind of a open-ended, new age type of artistic stream of consciousness thought process that you do out loud. And it's just kind of, it's me breaking up with myself. It's painful, and it's just kind of a real tearjerker, so I just want to prepare you. But anyway, I'm signing those after the class today, and I'll be happy to do so in Sharpie. If you just want to give me a special name or something like that, I can certainly put that in there. If you have somebody you care about, you want to send that to, certainly add their name, even though they're not on the test roster today. I can also certainly provide, for a small fee, many additional copies of this very unique CD, just for you, that you can take with you today. It's gonna be amazing. I think you're gonna really like it. Grab your Kleenex and just get ready to go deep. And learn a lot about my personality that way. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, so some of you haven't been here before. I think half of you I've seen once in my lifetime, and maybe that wasn't here. I don't have any idea where I've seen you people, to be honest. So if you wouldn't mind, we could just go around the room briefly and introduce yourself. First names only, please. We like to remain fairly low-key, low-profile here. I don't want to know. I can't pronounce it anyway. You just give me your name, maybe age, and where you're from originally, if anywhere, and why you're here today, what brought you in to do this with us? Was it pressure? Was it a sibling or a spouse saying you're a shit show? Get in here and figure out what's wrong with you. That's how I got started. Yeah, we're not together anymore. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes positive things come out of ugliness, you know. I mean, it wasn't always ugly. It's not really getting this. I need to get this sharpened. Do you mind? I'm not holding anybody up, am I? Good. Okay, can we start back there in the far left corner? You, sir, the hat. Okay, what's your name? Okay. Is that one word or two? Or is that two names? Or did you say your last name? Because I told you don't do that. Oh, okay. Middle name. That's fine. Just give me 1 second. Here, let me get this. Oh my God, it's perfection. Oh. Only very rarely does it come along a time that a pencil sharpening experience can be quite so utterly pristine and perfect in every way. And this, my friends, just occurred in front of your faces this morning during personality test time. I'm rather awestruck, actually. Oh my God. And it's Easter coming up, you know. So that must be something to do with that. Anyway. So let me grab, I'm going to take a quick... Alright, so I like to keep my little inventory of folks that test on these, and I can stick them in my test book later, so... Alright, so we've got the first person. Yeah, sorry back there. Go ahead. Can you repeat that? Okay. So and did you say your age, or you don't have to. I can already kind of tell. I mean, you got to be at least 40 or 20, 24. Okay. You been in the sun a lot? No, it's all right. No, 24. 24. Oh my God. It's gonna be okay. All right. Next person, please. Yes, you, ma'am. Oh, okay. Is that with an E? Okay. Wait. I knew a girl that with your name in middle school, and she was kind of nuts. Actually, it was nice, but kind of sad girl. Depressed me. And how old are you, dear? If you may be so bold. Okay. Do you want me to guess or no? Not after what I just did? That's fine. I don't need to. I can guess on my own. No, that's fine. Go ahead. Okay. Alright, refused. That's nice. You're really going to be great with the test taking. I can tell that. It's going to get a lot of neutrals. Those don't mean anything to us in the science field. You know that, right? Okay, we're getting off to a rocky start. Alright, who's next? Yes, ma'am. Your name. That's nice. Okay. Are you from the South, or? No, I think that I'm just being classist. Okay. Do you mind if I can ask at your age without being too inappropriate? Okay. All right. Just kind of go get her there. Just starting out young, just go for it. Okay. All right, and you, sir. What, and you over there on the right. Okay. Oh, well, that's a nice name. That's kind of vintagey. You don't quite hear that often in this town. Anyway. Is that a family name? I see. Okay. All right, and you, sir, how old are you right now? Okay. We have a nice range, don't we? That's great. Okay, we got a couple more here. And you, my dear? Yes, you. What is your name? Okay. Is that the traditional spelling, or do you have any special effects on it? Simple. Okay. Oh, people call you that for short then? Is that what you prefer me to? Okay, well, let me just... I don't want to have this down because I'll see it and I'll have it wrong and I'll tell you or call you by the wrong name. This is just to be safe. All right, you said so for short you like to be the okay. It's cute. I like that for a girl. And how old are you, my dear? Twice, my dear. Okay. I got another one. You guys are about the same age. All right. And you, my very distinguished gentleman in the front row. I see you. What is your name, sir? I like that name. No, I am not free after class. If you have questions, you can come to my office during office hours. And how old are you, if I can ask? I see. You look quite young for someone that age. I would have not known it. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, buddy. I know. I'm just telling you what I think. The guy looks young. You looked old. Maybe he had less sun. Sun's to blame, most of it. Just saying. So you said you were married, or you said that? Oh, you hadn't said? Oh, is that not one of the questions I asked? Oh, sorry. I really, that's weird. I thought I had asked that of everybody, just to mention that part a little bit, just to kind of get to know you, icebreakers and all. Well, don't just skip it now. You don't need to. Oh, you're not. Oh, that's. We'll just jot it down since you mentioned it. I guess let's put that right here next to that. Okay. Super, guys. Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this information right here. I'm gonna put this in my notebook, actually. This is our test book. so then I'm going to go ahead and, unless anybody has any other questions right now before we get started on the test. No, I can't say for sure how long it takes. It's just kind of dependent on your own individual rates, I guess, of processing the information and questions and response and such. Does everyone have a pencil? Okay, I hope so, because I only brought one sharpener and I'm not sharing. Once your questions have been answered completely, we're going to go ahead and put all of them in this confidential, very official brown paper crunchy envelope. And in this, we'll seal your personality responses so that no one except myself will have the ability to review them. And once those are scored, we will take the original scorecards or answer sheets that you filled in, and we will cut them up into little bitty bits, and then we just burn them in the front yard. Makes it quite a little pretty bonfire. We don't need to prove what they were because we've already written it down and everyone trusts me implicitly, don't you? I think so. Say yes. That's better. Okay. I thought I was going to have to get up and come over there and say something to you. You don't want me to do that, I promise. I'm a nice teacher, but, you know, if I feel like my pride's been injured, I might be rowdy. You know, like on the top of the head. Okay. So what time is it? We are at... I'm really looking forward to this. I'm excited to get to know all of you a little better. You know that after this, part of this rolls into the whole romantic finding love of your life thing that I've got going on. You know, 3 tiers of personalized advertising copy written and rewritten by me, along with some personality and inventory and psychoanalysis, childhood memories, physical characteristics, and what's great about you and what's not so great, and how we can maximize the great parts and minimize the not so great. Unless you're just a glutton for negative punishment, so we can focus on those as well. Just make yourself depressed, but okay. All right, good. Oh, I got a little worn out there. Okay, guys. So interestingly, there's 16 personalities here. I'm sure there are many more, but this is just going to be a beginning to something we can go into more depth at a later date. Is everybody ready? Okay. Excellent. I should just see here. Let's see how many questions we have to go. There's going to be... You got how many of you? Okay, then. Then I do that. Okay, so if we do that, we should be out of here easily by lunch. Okay, snacks and everything will be available right after. And then just to see, so if we did that by minute, we're looking at okay. Great. Got that. All right. The first question. Do you prefer a step-by-step approach. And you can just agree or disagree with this. This is not a rated 1 to 10, so you just pretty much yes or no here. So do you prefer a step-by-step approach? And so if you would mark on your paper, A is for agree, and B is for disagree. Okay. Next question. You're a pretty moody person. Would you agree? And that would be A. That's A. Or would you disagree that you are a fairly moody person? Okay. Does everybody answer? Okay. All right. Next question, or statement. I should refer to these as statements, but you're a confident and outgoing person most of the time. You're a confident and outgoing person most of the time. Would you agree with that statement? Or would you say you are not a confident and outgoing person most of the time? Okay. All right, moving on. That's fine. Next question. You prefer working alone. You prefer working alone. Do you agree? A is agree. B is disagree. Very good. Are you ready? Okay. Next statement. You're able to stay on track after your plans are suddenly disrupted. You are able to stay on track after your plans are suddenly disrupted. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, next question, statement. You tend to remain cool, calm, and collected when under pressure. You tend to remain calm, cool, and collected when you're under pressure. Do you agree or disagree? It's hard, I know, if you feel like you're in the middle somewhere, but you have to pick one side that you weigh in more a little one way or the other. Okay. Ready? And next statement, you're comfortable discussing unusual and controversial topics. You are comfortable discussing unusual and controversial topics. Do you agree or disagree? Okay, excellent. You enjoy a good argument or a debate. You enjoy a good argument or a debate. A is agree, B is disagree. Mark your answers, please. Okay. I'm going to move on. You always prepare a contingency plan in case things do not work out how they should. You always create a contingency plan in case things do not turn out or work out as they should. Are we familiar with the word contingency? Contingency. We understand that means a backup plan or another avenue to get accomplished whatever it was you had planned. Kind of a second plan B, plan C. Okay, so you always prepare a contingency plan in the event that things don't work out as they should. And what do you say to that? A or B? Agree or disagree? Okay, great. We're getting there. The next question or statement. You let someone else take an opportunity that you wanted if you believe they would benefit from it more than you. Now think about that. Really, it's kind of a tough one. This statement is saying that you would let someone else take an opportunity that was available to you because you believed that they would benefit more from it. Just because you felt that way, you let someone else have an opportunity and you would pass it by. Do you agree that's something you would do or disagree? Yeah, A is agree, B is disagree. Mark your answers, please. Okay. The next question. You tend to focus more on the present moment instead of diving into the meaning of life. You tend to focus more on the present moment than to delve into the meaning of life. Yeah, one's more of a pondering things that may or may not be existent yet, and the other is just to be here now. So, do you agree that you're someone that's in the present moment, or do you disagree that you are someone who is in the present moment? Mark your answers, please. Okay, great. So we're at the, what do we have here? You generally find yourself unfazed by things that strangers may think of you when you meet them. You don't care too much about what they think. You're not trying to make a big impression. So, A or B, agree or disagree. You are generally unfazed by what the opinions of strangers are of you when you first meet. You don't care. Do you agree with that statement or disagree? Mark your answers, please. Okay. Excellent. You prefer spontaneity over a daily routine. You prefer spontaneity over a daily routine. Agree or disagree? Mark your answers. Great. You base most of your decisions out of logic instead of your emotions. You base most of your decisions out of logic and not out of emotions. Do you agree or disagree? Can you mark your answers, please? Thank you. You like, excuse me. You like books, movies, or video games with a vague ending. Vague. Not so clear cut. You like books, movies, and video games without a clear ending, a vague ending. Do you agree or disagree? That's a tough one, I think. You find it easy to make new friends. You find it easy to make new friends. That must be true of all of you, right? Don't let me sway your answers. You find it easy to make new friends. Agree or disagree? Okay. Very good. You finish your housework first before sitting down to relax. You finish your housework first before sitting down to relax. Agree or disagree? Okay. And nobody wants to be honest about that one, probably, do they? It's unusual for you to look back at your decisions and feel that you made the wrong choice. It's unusual for you to look back at your decisions and feel that you made the wrong choice. Okay, mark your answers, please. Doing okay? You sure? You just looked kind of tired. Yeah, no, we're doing really good. Getting along here. We're getting close. You typically feel stressed or overwhelmed when you're busy. You typically feel stressed or overwhelmed when you're busy. Stressed or overwhelmed when you're busy. Do you agree or disagree with that statement? Okay. We ready? You guys doing okay back there? Everybody's awake, right? I hope so. I don't want to waste my time. Well, just being honest. You prefer to work behind the scenes to assist others in achieving their goals. You prefer to work behind the scenes to assist others in achieving their goals. Okay, so A is agree and B is disagree. Mark your answers. Very good. We are moving right along. You like to keep your options open for as long as possible. You like to keep your options open for as long as possible. Agree or disagree? Okay. Ready? prefer that others base their decisions out of logic or rationality instead of feelings. You prefer that others base decisions, not you, but others base decisions on rationality and logic rather than emotions. You prefer that. Agree or disagree? Okay. You enjoy going to art galleries and museums. You enjoy going to art galleries and museums. Agree or disagree? Mark your answers. Okay, great. When work has been stressful, you unwind by socializing after work. So when you've had a stressful day, you go out and with your friends or buddies and get together and socialize. Do you agree or disagree? Okay. When work has been stressful, you unwind by socializing after work. Agree or disagree? Did everybody get it now? All right, good. You're relatively uninterested in leadership roles. You're relatively uninterested in leadership roles. Would you select A, agree, or B, disagree? B, B, B. Leadership roles. Okay, next question, next statement. You find it easy to talk to anyone. You find it easy to talk to anyone. You find it easy to talk to anyone. Agree or disagree? Yeah, sometimes it depends on the day, doesn't it? Your time is often organized with a diary or a timetable, like a schedule. Your time is often organized with a diary or a timetable. Agree or disagree? Mark your answers, please. You find it easy to read another person's emotions instantly. You find it easy to read another person's emotions instantly. Agree or disagree? Okay. You feel confident about the future. You feel confident about the future. Agree or disagree? Please mark your answers. You prefer to blend in with the crowd so you don't stand out too much. You prefer to blend in with the crowd so that you don't stand out too much. Do you agree or disagree? Thank you. You have a wide range of interests and enjoy learning about things frequently. You have a wide range of interests that you enjoy learning about frequently. So you keep busy. Do you agree or disagree? That's kind of a little bit difficult question, I think, to ask or statement. That's just me. You try your best to understand where others are coming from. You try your best to understand where others are coming from. Yeah, agree or disagree. That's right. Yeah, please mark your Thank you. You're someone who finds meaning in the little things in life. You are someone that finds meaning in the little things in life. Agree or disagree? Okay. Excellent. You're the life of the party, always bringing your friends together and at social events. You are the life of the party, always bringing friends together and at social events. Would you agree or disagree with that statement? Okay. You become impatient when other people don't work efficiently. You become impatient when other people don't work efficiently. Do you agree or do you disagree with that statement? Okay. Very good. It feels like you lack control over your feelings. It feels like you lack control over your feelings. Do you agree or disagree? Okay. If someone praises you, you become nervous about disappointing them in the future. If someone praises you, you become nervous about disappointing them in the future. So, like a compliment, or, oh, you did such a nice job on this presentation, I just love it. I wish more people could be so organized, or something like that. And then you feel this tremendous worry that the next time you're not going to have this good, agree or disagree there. If someone praises you, you become nervous about disappointing them in the future. When you're at a party, which we all go to tons of, right? When you're at a party, you prefer to talk to people that you already know. When you're at a party, you prefer to talk to people that you already know. Would you agree with that, or would you disagree with that statement? Yeah. All right. You are someone who tends to leave things till the very last minute. Not naming names. You're someone who tends to leave things until the last minute. Do you agree or disagree? All right. Getting close. You live with many regrets. You live with many regrets. Agree or disagree? Please mark your answers. Okay. You see yourself as an attractive or creative person. I do. But it's not about my opinion, so. You see yourself as an attractive or creative person. Do you agree or disagree? Mark your answer. Okay. You like team building exercises, such as group activities. You like team building exercises, such as group activities. Would you agree or would you disagree with that statement? Answers, please. Okay. You feel motivated and energized when you have a deadline that you are working towards. You feel motivated and energized when you have a deadline that you're working towards. Okay. You find theories boring and instead prefer the more practical side of things. You find theories boring. Instead, you prefer the practical side of things. Would you agree or disagree? Okay, thank you. You like to be in the company of others rather than being alone. You like to be in the company of others rather than be alone. Would you agree or disagree? Okay. On one hand, you find it difficult to apply your effort consistently to work. On one hand, you find it difficult to apply your effort consistently to work. But on the other hand, you have random spurts of energy where you get a lot done at once. Pew. It just comes and goes. So, would you agree or disagree? Okay. Next question, Damon. You experience option paralysis. In other words, you find it challenging to move forward because you can't make a decision. Do you experience option paralysis where you cannot move forward because you cannot make a decision? Agree or disagree? That's a good one. You frequently think about the underlying meaning of books, movies, and art. You frequently think about the underlying meaning of books, music, movies, and art. Okay. Do you prefer a bigger, more exciting atmosphere like a concert, or something more quiet and peaceful? Do you prefer an exciting atmosphere like a concert, or something a little more quiet and peaceful? Would you agree or disagree? Please mark your answer. And that is the final question. Are you all finished? Did everyone mark all of their answers completely? All the questions have been responded to? Please? Nobody put a maybe in the middle? We gotta have a yes or no. Great. All right. I'm going to go ahead and collect these results, these sheets of paper that you've included your name, I hope, and other identifying information that I gave you when you registered. And I'm going to review these this evening. We'll go over them and calculate and tally the results and do a little inventory of what the most frequent personality type emerges from our group here versus the rarest, and to see what we have as a ratio. It would be really interesting. So if you guys would join me again tomorrow evening at 6, we will conclude this class with that results and findings. We'll go over some questions if you have them, and we'll kind of delve in a little deeper to these 5 or 16 actually in this case personality types that are very specific and will help you, I hope, better understand not only how you see the world and how you respond to it, but as how people may be and why they respond the way they do. Sometimes that helps kind of keep us a little more perspective and keep ourselves a little tamer with the impatient mode, you know. So, does that sound good? You guys have been so pleasant and so cooperative. I want to thank you for your time and for being just simply delightful to work with. And I hope that I will see all of you tomorrow. You can just put your papers there on the desk. Yep, by the front door. Yes, if you would, yes, at the front, would you just collect those for me so that they don't get trampled on or misplaced? Thank you. You can bring those up when you're all collected. All right, guys. Great to have you. Thanks again. Be careful going out there today. It's a wacky Manic Monday. You never know what you're going to find, but hopefully you find it and you greet it in peace if you can. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Yep. I look forward to it. Yeah, thank you so much. Do you have it? Yeah, I'll take those. Okay, I'll just put those here. And thanks. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, it's in the same room tomorrow. 6 o'clock. I'll be here about 20 minutes early, you guys, if anybody wanted to stop in just to get a little bit of personal question time or just to talk about how they felt the test went, any concerns you have or compliments for the chef. Super. All right. I'll see you then. Okay. Yep, awesome. Guys at thepond.com. Seize the day, my friends. Seize it. It's gonna seize you. Alright. Guys, take care. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.